That girl Henny. Y'all gotta go to her channel.
The girl Henny, do you know who she is?
She a blogger or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, where did this lady come from?
Tripping on your ass.
She on your life, G.
Shout out to Henny over there.
Yo, what's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to the bar. If you are new here, this one's for you, Selena. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Get comfy, pouring up with Henny. We sipping it, just sipping it. Okay, I never proclaim myself to be a songstress, but a lot of y'all like when I do that little intro. I don't know why, but that one was for y'all. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, please be sure you like, stay commenting, be active down there in the chat, and make sure that you press subscribe. Click the notification bell, select all so that you get notified whenever I do a video. And if you are a Mob Down Henny Gang member, you better have already hit the like button. And now let's get into this content. So yesterday, I believe it was, I asked my IG Live what content they wanted me to do. And if they wanted me to do a recap of some of the Clubhouse rooms that have been mentioned in cases with Wack 100, aka CS2 Back, aka 3-finger duty shooter. And now, I guess we can name him P Liquor. Anyway, so I decided I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give y'all a quick one, but a good one. A little quick little shot of some Henny. All right, so we're going to pour up a little Henny tea on this topic right here. So we're going to start this off with the first case where I encountered, and I'm not going to say the first case ever, but this is the first case where I encountered Clubhouse rooms being mentioned in some federal paperwork that involved old duty shooter, PP Liquor, CS2 Back. And this comes from out of the Jared Milgram case. And if you remember, that was the very viral RICO case that went around that everybody was talking about, that to this day, some people still ask him about. But in this, they gave this list of people right here in this attachment to the case. And these were the people that were listed to be subpoenaed if need be. Okay, so you had the list of celebrities and associates and all of that stuff in here. But when we got down here, let me big this screen and make it, let me zoom it in for y'all so y'all can see all that I see. All right, so boom. When we get down here to this portion right here, this is where we start, okay, with the Clubhouse rooms. It says all investigations and criminal charges of social media app Clubhouse, including rooms, Sleepless in Seattle. I'm sorry, I said Sleepless in Seattle, but anyway, Sleepless in LA, Beehive, aka Beehive spelled that way, 100 ENT Show, 100 Side, the Jake Break Squad, the Book of Rats, and other rooms Cash Jones, aka Wack 100, is involved in. Okay, so I know there were people who were questioning him and asking him, like, Wack, what is this all about? They're talking about Clubhouse rooms being mentioned. Well, y'all see it for yourselves. Oh, I know what that is. Okay, y'all see for yourselves right here. You mentioned, if this is one of your rooms, you mentioned, you're right here. Okay, you're right, you're right here. Okay, you're right here. So don't let him fool you. They are talking about Clubhouse rooms. So that's one set of rooms. But when we got to the Keefe D, no, we're gonna stick here before we get to Keefe D. We also heard about some Clubhouse rooms in the Jaron Harrison case. Now, not Jared, but Jaron. And this is the federal hacking case that he's involved in. And he named a couple of Clubhouse rooms in this video too. Y'all check it out. Cash Jones Wack 100 would recruit the best hackers and doxers on social media audio app Clubhouse. On what app, everybody? Put it down in the chat, but I'm going to tell you just in case you didn't hear it. It's Clubhouse. Yeah. The best hackers and doxers were out of New York and would victimize anyone in their crossfire or ones they were hired to target and ruin their lives. Ivelisse Minty had a club on Clubhouse called The Minty Show. So there goes another one. So in addition to the other rooms that I mentioned, which was Sleepless in LA, the Beehive, the 100 Show, 100 ENT, that Break Show, and all the other ones over there, you got the Minty Show, where Mr. Harrison hung out for a period of about 21 days between July through September of 2022. Ivelisse Minty worked in cybersecurity for what is believed to be the government or some government contracted agency. Now, I've also told y'all that Wack has admitted to knowing federal hackers. I did a video on that. If you have not watched it, you better go check it out because it's down there in my history. Sorry, y'all. Ivelisse Minty, other hacker doxer friends, Sean Bree Love, owner of Honeycomb Hideout Club on Hideout Club Clubhouse, and the hacker group The Glitch. So that's 3 additional rooms. That's the Minty Show, that's the Honeycomb Hideout, and that's the Glitch. So that's 3 in addition to, and this is on another federal case that he has. So the Jaron Milgram case, while it's a civil RICO, okay, it's still a RICO case. Regardless to what he says, it's a RICO, federal RICO case in federal court. This is a federal RICO hacker case where he is being accused, he and Ray J are being accused of recruiting people to hack into this gentleman's accounts, Jaron Harrison, and steal money, business opportunities, and everything, leaving him destitute. Okay, he was homeless. Then they sent people to videotape him and post it and harass him and embarrass him about him being in the situation that he was in after they placed him there. If you missed this whole video, you better go check it out. You know what I'm gonna do for y'all? I'm gonna make sure that I put those videos in the description box below in this video so that y'all can go back and hear it for yourself. And it's not even just the Clubhouse rooms that have been talked about in court cases that involve Wack. There has also been some of you YouTubers out here. Yeah, they're listening and watching everything that he does, and they made that very evident in this case right here. Let's take a listen. At the source hearing, defendant called Jones to testify as to the circumstances surrounding the gift, the bond. The gift would be the bond of money for him to bail out Keefe D. Remember when he was supposed to be doing that? But he ain't talking about that no more now, is he? Ever since all of this kerfuffle happened up in court, we ain't heard Wack say a peep no more about Keefe D. You know why? Because I've already told y'all. Wack doesn't do anything if it doesn't benefit him. He must have some type of benefit in all of this. In order for him to be able to help somebody, he's got to be getting something out of it. And if Keefe D is not being bailed out and coming out, then Wack can no longer be there as that friend for him when he's in need, because what he wanted was his life rights. We're never going to forget that. Least we not forget. This is Hennessy Reviews, and we will review things as many times as we need to. But now let's finish listening to defendant. Notably, it was defendant's attorney who asked whether there were any strings attached to this gift. Specifically, defense counsel ended his direct examination of Jones by asking if he was deriving any benefits financially from Mr. Davis's release. Jones responded, unequivocally, no, I'm not. Lies. But this story of the bond merely being a gift quickly unraveled. When asked by the state if there was a contract between defendant and Jones, Jones responded, not as of yet. When asked if there was a financial agreement with the defendant, Jones responded, not as of yet. This is hardly consistent with the bond just being a gift, as attested to by Jones's letter. When asked if there were any stipulations associated with the defendant's release, particularly as it's related to television series, defendant denied it and claimed that he had nothing to do with television. Lies. I just showed y'all. Let me remind y'all. So he had nothing to do with television. Remember that in this video, if you watch the Keefe D video, or if you watched me pulling up some of the court docs on him, remember I showed y'all that Wack was listed for something called Temptation Miami TV LLC, which was supposed to be a reality TV that he was partnered up with Ray J. Okay. Remember that. That's what he said, right? Nothing to do with television, but he did at one point in time, and he's an executive producer on a show right now. And the show that he was executive producer of was House of Blueface. And guess where that was at? On Tronics Network. And whose network was that? Ray J's. Let's continue. See, even then I sighed. That's a source hearing. Of course, this court heard Jones say the exact opposite of his sworn testimony to DJ Vlad. DJ Vlad. So they watched him do the DJ Vlad interview. Interesting. There, Jones stated that he was going to bail out defendant, but only with the stipulation that Jones does a TV series with the defendant. Okay. Later, defendant was asked if he discussed a contract with the defendant while defendant was incarcerated. Lies. Jones answered that he merely inquired if defendant signed his life rights contract with someone else. And if so, why hasn't that person come to assist Jones? Hearing transcript page number 10. All right. Again, this was contradicted by defendant's own words after Jones sworn testimony that there wasn't a contract and that Jones had nothing to do with a television series. Boom. So that right there, that tells you that if you are sitting up doing any type of dealings with him, they're listening, they're watching, they're taking notes. And it will be talked about in a court of law. And I'm going to show you exactly what video it is that they watched. It was this one right here. Take a listen.
Keefe D got a bail. He's supposed to be home. He's supposed to be home in the next, but I've been thinking about going to bail him out.
You gonna bail out Keefe D?
Yeah, it's only $75,000.
Well, because $1 million bond?
Like $750.
$750, so you got to put up $75,000.
Yeah, I've been thinking about going to get him and with the stipulations that I do the series on him. People are watching.
Yep.
With the stipulations that I do a series on him, that's a string attached to him bailing him out. And he just said it. He just said, I've been thinking about going to bail him out with the stipulations that I get to do a TV series on him.
Last time we talked, we was negotiating the series on Baby Lane, the Orlando Anderson rights. And then my boy Big Bruce let me know I had to talk to Baby Lane's mom, which is Keefe D's sister, which I met with her in Long Beach. We talked for a couple hours. Actually, the day I met Keefe D, he was coming to see you that day or the next day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he came to see you either that day or the next day. I met him that evening. He came to my studio, him and a bunch of his guys. And he's like, I got to go do Vlad. I don't know if it's that day or the next day. He was coming to do your interview. But I mean, at the end of the day, is there a way of proving that what he was saying was factual and truthful on the podcast? He's a street dude at Compton Crip. So, maybe he was playing the people and just being an entertainer. I mean,
that's what he does. Plays the people, just being an entertainer. But that's the show. This is the episode, the clip that they watched of him talking about the Keefe D bail, that he went in under oath and said, no, there's no stipulations. Child. Anywho, as long as people continue to do business with him, there is no way in the world that you could ever think that you are safe, that your business is safe, that your podcast, your broadcast, whatever it is that you do is going to be safe. And I'm saying this because at the end of the day, if you're doing business with him, it's only a matter of time. And see, everyone just knew that Adam was going to do the smart thing here. And he was going to separate himself from Wack. After all of that No Jumper brawl stuff went down. But clearly he did not. Okay? Clearly he did not. Because he gave them the platform and they did an Adam and Wack show to discuss Wack's side of things. And now here they are on this Adam and Wack show with Adam's wife and Wack's mistress, because that's not his wife. We're going to do a video on that. Okay. But they sat up there and did another Adam and Wack show. Adam, if he gets into any more or any of these federal cases go any further and he says anything incriminating or he does anything, which he will, because he don't know how to shut up. He's already been deemed a liar. His credibility is shot in a court of law already. So if anything that he says that can and will be used against him in a court of law, namingly, should this case go to court with these two men that got beat up, pistol whipped, jumped, beat down, and stripped. Everything he said on that show can be brought up in a court of law. Everything that Mozzie said and Travis Ford said on those calls can be brought up in a court of law. And Adam, you could be called into a court of law as well. And if he's doing anything sideways that could jeopardize anything, you could best believe No Jumper's name will be on a lawsuit very, very soon. Not only that, he's already talking about putting Adam into a deal with Dosh Network, a deal that he didn't even sit down and have a conversation with Adam about, where he's possibly seeking a percentage. Adam, I keep saying it, you better protect your neck, because no neck, CS2 back, aka 3-finger duty shooter, aka Wack 100, the PP liquor, he will have you jammed up, and it's only a matter of time. But y'all, this was just a quick shot of Henny. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace, y'all. We out.